Sorry?
Who are you, young man?
I am a ordinary man who has learned his scripture, and I'm here to teach the kids today about how to write in 18th century cursive.
That's wonderful. Do I detect a British accent in the background?
Maybe.
Perhaps. All right. Good. Would you care to show me how you work this magic art?
Sure, absolutely. The quill is quite simple. Making it is a little bit more difficult. To make it, one must simply use a quill knife to cut the top of a new quill, a new feather.
Goose feather? Goose?
Yes, this is a goose feather. This one as well, but this one's dyed, I believe. They also did have dyed feathers. That's going to go on the table. You take the front of it off and start shaping a nib. Then you want to get a nice, well, I suppose you can start with a 45-degree angle, and then
45?
yes, 45-degree angle, and then you start shaping it until you get a nice nib and a nice long kind of a nice angle towards, so that the nib can actually hit the paper. Another important thing is to empty it on the inside, because there's a little section on the inside that that fills the feather, so you just have to empty it out. And then the most important part is to make a slit in the middle of the quill.
Ah.
Yes. Well, now, in writing, it was very important back then to practice. And more important yet was to take one's time. Time was not an issue.
Give me just a...
So, time was not an issue. So they would practice continuously until they would have a good hand, as it was called. Everyone's hand was very unique, although they did go by several styles. This one is Italian, for example, whilst this one, I'm not quite sure which one this one was, but as you can see, there were several different hands that you could go with. Right. And then, of course, to use the quill, one will simply dip it in ink and write.
You better be right-handed.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and now I can give a little introduction on ink if you'd like.
Yeah. Where did the ink come from?
Well, there were three main ingredients to the ink, aside from water. Oak galls, which are these.
Oak galls. Yeah. I've seen them on the tree.
Yes, yeah. It's made by a little, this part here, which I believe is a wasp, and it makes, I think that's where it goes from a grub to a wasp, I believe. They use that and crush it to put it in with, I'm forgetting.
Does it provide the color, or is it colorless?
This, no, this does not provide the color. The third ingredient is what provides the color, and if you take that third ingredient out, you can actually make invisible ink.
Invisible ink, where if you
Exactly.
heat it, it will show.
Yes, and if you add the ingredient too, if you add the ingredient later, it will also show. So if you sprinkle the ingredient on.
Copperas was the ingredient you were looking for.
Yes, copper.
Wow,
So,
that's great. But what gives it the color?
copperas.
Copper?
Copperas. It's a scientific name for
Rust, you mean? Cuprous oxide?
No,
Are
it
you
was.
ready for the group?
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Good. Thank you, sir. We will continue if that's okay. And then if you would leave your